Welcome. Today we're going to play Ropuka's Idle Island, which is a little idle simulator game that can actually just play on your desktop about a frog that likes to cut his grass and take a little nap by his hut. So we're going to jump into this one. It's been running a little bit while I was setting everything up. So we have 65 cut grass, no coins. We're going to figure out how to play as we go. So it looks like grass increases our stamina, resting, cutting, and running on our frog, Ropuka. And we can also use our grass to increase the quality and how much we get per minute. We're at 0.1 right now. And I don't know what this is. There's a lottery, token exchange. There's a different collection. I don't know what all that is. We'll have to figure it out. But for now, we are going to, since we have 74 grass, let's go ahead and increase our cutting speed. And we'll go back in here and increase our growth and quality of our grass. I don't know what's happening down here. Must be getting some stuff for cutting grass and making upgrades. But with coins, it looks like we can get some more stuff for the island to make it a little more decorative. We can use our grass to buy tokens. So, looks like that's just kind of a waiting game at that point. So, right now, we're going to take a little nap. Take a little nap. Our frog is, look at him. He's just a cool dude, just hanging out by himself. You are able to just plaster this without the pre-rendered background just on your desktop if you want. That's pretty cool for a little feature, but yeah, this is a little cute game. I love the art style. And as we get some more grass here, we'll be able to actually start unlocking some stuff. So, looks like we're definitely going to need some stamina because he gets pretty tired pretty fast. And there is music, but I cut that off. You can mess with like the display and stuff. You have green screen mode. But yeah, just meant to be a little idle game. Should be pretty fun. Not a whole lot we could do until we get some grass, so I will see you guys here in a minute. Alright, so after a few minutes, we've gotten 127 grass notes now. I discovered that we can move the brushes around. They don't do anything, but we can move it around like we're the wind. So that's pretty neat. And then I can also click on the frog once he wakes up here, and he'll wave at you. Hello, frog. Hello, frog. So with our 127 notes, I hadn't really decided. Should we go growth? This seems like more passive, or should we get resting up or cutting? I think if we do one of each, this will go up to 1.5 or yeah, 1.5 per second. This will be 0.7 per second. Resting's good, but I feel like it just takes entirely too long. So maybe we go resting for one, and dang did that jump in price. And then we'll go cutting for the other one. And once we get 31 here in a second, we will add one to our stamina as well. So we'll see if that makes any difference, if this will be any faster for him sleeping. It does seem like it's a bit quicker for him to actually rest and get back up and cut some grass. And you can see we're getting 0.7, 0.7, 0.7. It looks like 0.7 now per grass cut. I don't see any idle, like, or yeah, like these grass notes. Maybe if that just grows the grass back and the quality of the grass when we cut it. So I'm not entirely sure for that one. You could increase running for 500. That seems like a ton. We're gonna get about, we're at like 22. And then I want to see, because you can convert 50 grass into 1 token. And then we can play the lottery to get a random item from the collection. Because a lot of these cost way more than 1. And I don't want to waste a ton this early. So we're definitely going to just wait until we get to 50, buy one of these tokens here, and see what we can get in the lottery. So we just need 19 more, which he seems to be cutting grass a bit faster now. So maybe like resting up as quick as he is, this is probably what we need to dive into first, is resting. Just so it doesn't take him as long to sleep to restore his stamina. So having a big stamina bar would help, but I think resting is ultimately what we need to get. And obviously like, cutting and stuff will help later on, but I think resting is going to be the first thing we dive into after we buy one of these tokens, just to check it out and see what it does. He sure does sleep a lot, though. He always be napping. All right, point. There we go. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Looks like we're going to have one more cycle of him taking a nap and getting up and cutting some grass. It seems weird that there isn't a passive where this just builds up over time. Unless it's this, and it's just extremely low and not noticeable. And then maybe that's something we need to upgrade. But for now, we are going to buy one token with our grass notes. So we'll buy one token. And then with one token in the lottery, we're going to buy a lottery item. And what is it? A new... Is that a computer monitor? Cool. And what does that even do? Unique stickers, we have 4 stickers. Grass growth at 0.4 per minute. Total stickers 4, which is a 4% grass quality. Pages filled gives us more of our max stamina. And then pages maxed are faster resting. We have 0.91% of the total collection. We're doing so good. Where is this at? And what does it do? Oh, is that a giant TV? Is there a way? So does this do anything? Or do we just have a computer monitor on our island? Oh. We get +1? As far as I understand that's what that does. It's +1. I wish there was like a button that like told me what we were doing. So we get a +1 here. There's not anything in here. Alright, well with what we have, maybe we should... Okay, so we got a little bit more. This is what we're getting now. Quality is 7.28. We're getting +1.04 from our item. And then our growth is 0.6. We're going to go ahead and increase our stamina by 1. And then we'll save up for some... maybe we'll increase the quality. This seems like a good idea. Increase the quality so that we get more per cut. So we can get these grass notes increasing pretty quickly. So let me run this a little bit, and then I will be back once we reach something new. So let me run this for a few minutes. I'll be back. After waiting for a little bit, we have 518 grass notes, and I've discovered a couple things just by looking around the menus. So grass quality and growth is going to come and be more important once we cut more grass per second. This is just what you potentially can get from one big full stalk of grass. So 9.36 currently. As for cutting, we're up to 0.8, 2 per second for resting, and 15 stamina. And then when we come into here, we need to fill these up because they'll give us buffs in this menu for more grass growth, grass quality. When you fill up a page, you get 10%, I think it's 10% stamina and 10% faster resting when you max out the pages, which these are considered stickers, these here that we play with the lottery. So in the lottery, this bar will increase as we get more and more grass, and that's how we get tokens without using our grass to actually buy them. So this is just a kind of an idle thing that we'll have to get, and then these are important because you'll get items for your collection. This is how you decorate everything. Eventually we'll be able to decorate our frog, but we need to get a full set of these. But with the 559 grass, we are going to increase our cutting twice. Increase our stamina once. Actually, we'll do it twice. And then we'll increase our grass quality one. So we'll now be cutting grass at 1 per second. I think that's per second, but 1 every time he cuts. And then we have a good amount of stamina. So this number is now going to increase much faster now that we've increased it. And then the resting will take a little bit because our stamina meter is bigger now. So we're definitely going to have to wait around a while and watch our boy sleep. He's going to be doing a lot of sleeping, that's for sure. But this is just a little idle game, so it's not the worst thing in the world to just watch him go around. And as per usual, we can make him wave. Hello. Hello, Frogman. We're already back up to 49, 50. We can increase the quality again, but I don't really think we need to. It's going to take a while to increase our cutting anymore, our stamina anymore, and our resting anymore. So maybe we should increase our quality while we have the grass notes to do so, up to 11.44, which doesn't really do anything for us now because we don't cut that quickly. But yeah, well, look at us increase our grass notes pretty quickly. So with that being said, we're gonna have some pretty slow progress here. So I'm actually going to let this run overnight, and I will check back with you guys then, see how many grass notes we have, how many tokens. So we're just gonna let this run overnight, and I'll check back in tomorrow and see where we're at. So randomly, we got this little piece of paper show up underneath here, and it gave us 5 tokens. So we are going to buy some. I think we should do the lottery. That seems to make the most sense instead of buying something worth like all of our coins. I think we'll do one at a time. So we'll buy a lottery, and what do we get? A new fence. And then we'll buy another one. And what did we get? A new chair. Buy another one. And that looks like the same fence, maybe. Buy another one. New grass, is that what that is? New looking grass. And then with our last coin, our last token, let's see what we get here. Hey, it's a brand new house. So now we can go around and we'll look here. I don't know what collection. Looks like we got this grass, this chair, this house, all from basically the same collection. And then we got a fence from this red grass collection, which I actually really like. I think that looks pretty cool. And then nothing else from this collection, doesn't look like. So that's the 92, 93 collection. So now let's go in here. We can equip a fence. We would probably do a darker fence, the greenhouse. We'll do the different grass, a green chair, and we'll still keep the computer out there. And that was another achievement. I don't really know what I did. But the grass looks different here. We got a fence now, nice greenhouse. And let's see, what is this at? We're at 2.05% of the total collection. And we got plus 9% grass quality because of the 9 stickers we have. And we got 0.9 grass growth per minute because of the 9 stickers. So a little bit of an increase there. And let's see, we can give him more stamina while we're sitting here. Grass, I don't think we really need this right now. I feel like we kind of need to wait. So we'll do stamina. And then now I will actually let this run, and then I'll check back in tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so after waiting overnight with our game playing, we have 34,435 grass notes and 14 tokens. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go play the lottery. Let's go see what we can get. We're gonna buy, we'll do one at a time. And what do we get? A new chair. And an astronaut helmet. And the second stage of the green chair. All right, we'll do 5. We got a blue chair, another one of the greenhouses, a new music. I think that's music. This looks like, I don't know, like a crown, like a flower crown. Another cool new house. We'll do another 5 and see what we get. Looks like an underwater scuba hat helmet, a pinwheel hat, a wizard hat, another one of these like flower crowns. And I don't know what that is. That like a dumbbell set? Is that sunglasses? I don't know what that's supposed to be. And then we'll use our last token and see what we get here. A crown. So now if we look at our sets, we get a bunch of them where we started the sets at the very least. And we're up to 20 stickers. So we have +2 per minute for grass growth. Then we have 23% grass quality. Still haven't filled any pages or maxed out anything. We're at 5.23% for the total collection. And we got to give him a hat. Pinwheel hat. Crown, right? Give him a crown. Keep the green one. We didn't get any new grass. We'll go red house. And look at that. Our little frog guy has a crown on his head. Hi. Oh, was there one? Nope. Nope. Does that mean those were sunglasses? Oh, he's so cool now. Look at him, he's got sunglasses. All right, so now we gotta do some upgrades. We have a ton of grass notes to upgrade with, so we're gonna go into cutting a couple times, and then we'll go into stamina a couple times. So we got 23 stamina, 1.5 grass notes per second, I think, or per cut rather. We'll upgrade our running so he moves a little bit faster. We'll rest a little bit harder, and then we're gonna add quite a bit to cutting because this will add up over time. Those are very expensive now. 2,100 stamina. We'll see if we can get this to 30, and then we're gonna rest. Oh, that got expensive fast. And then we're gonna go over to grass quality, and we're gonna do some growth up to 3, and then quality up to 38. Seems good. And then another one into cutting. 2 more into cutting. And this is what we're looking at now. He's chopping away. So we're now, with every cut, we're now getting almost 3 full grass notes here. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but we were down at like 0.8 or something. I think we were at 0.8 before I did all those upgrades. So it's definitely going to make a difference. And we'll get another token just with the grass, because that's not that much. And we're going to buy another one. Which is a new red house. Which is just slightly different than that one. This one's like brick, has a satellite on the side of it. Yeah, we've actually upgraded quite a bit. I didn't think we'd get that much overnight with how little we were making per cut. So we'll definitely have to come back into this and see. For right now, we're kind of in a situation where we can't really afford anything. So let's just buy another token. Let's play the lottery. Now, those are going to get more and more expensive, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. Hey, look, bunny ears. I don't know if those do anything. Are they part of a collection too? Oh, they are. Look, there's our pinwheel hats, a wizard hat. Looks like these are other hats. Is it a garbage bag? What is that? And this set we're almost done with. We just need this vine-looking thing. Would that be smart to try to go to the lottery just to get 3 to finish that collection? Because we would get an extra 10% stamina. We'll have to ride it out here for a minute, but once we get probably 500 grass notes, we should be able to buy 2 more of these, which means we could just go buy and finish that page. So I'll be back in a minute. Once we hit like 500 grass notes, we'll buy that, see what that does for us stamina wise, and then we'll go from there. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, it's been a couple minutes. We have 552 grass notes. This should be enough. Oh, yep. There's our third one, and then we just gotta find that set. Which is... where are you at? It was early, right? Oh, not that one. This one. And that completes at least a page. So now we should get that 10% max stamina, which should be very helpful. Plus 2.2 because of that. Perfect. We're at 33 stamina, so he's cutting grass for a while, and resting doesn't honestly take all that long. The cutting is what we need to really focus on, and then once that gets so high, then we need to jump over here into growth and quality. Quality is going to be really good once we're able to actually cut down like full portions of grass. So now we're set up to have cutting at 2.7, and our stamina is pretty good in resting. We're going to let this run for about a week, and we'll see how much grass our little frogman has cut then.